I'm the 5-Minute Professor outside of my Tuesday night gig at Post Time Lounge and Cafe, and today's lesson is on the Battle of Gettysburg, fought July 1st through the 3rd, just north of the Maryland line with Pennsylvania. The idea was that the Army of Northern Virginia was going to fight its way up into Maryland and into Pennsylvania and force the politicians to end the war, allowing the Confederates to secede. However, things did not go as planned because they met on the field of battle July 1st through the 3rd at Gettysburg. Now, here's something which is unusual about that battle. In that battle, the Confederates were actually attacking from the north and the west, but the defenders came up from Washington, D.C., and as a result, the Union was actually defending toward the north. Well, defending Washington, of course, that's important. A 3-day battle. The man who was responsible for securing the high ground for the Union, General Buford, was actually from the border state of Kentucky, and he was offered literally anything he wants by the governor of Kentucky. His response? I'm a captain in the United States Army. So he did not go and join the Confederacy, and it's good on that week that he did not. Now, one of the most famous battles, or parts of the Battle of Gettysburg, is Pickett's Charge, which seems like it is a condemnation of Pickett, but really it was Pickett's soldiers that made it the farthest up Seminary Ridge to the copse of trees. So it is not really named for him because of his failure, but because of his success. He did not order the charge. He was following the orders of Longstreet and Lee. Now, also on the battlefield of Gettysburg after the war, the same area where Pickett's charge was, which was no kind of a charge at all. Don't be misled by the word charge. It was a march across 3/4 of a mile of open uphill field in the face of withering artillery and rifle fire. That's what the charge was. It was a march uphill, but they thought they had wiped out the Union artillery, so they thought they'd be able to make it. And since they were fighting towards the east, although it is called the high water mark of the Confederacy, they had actually been much further north just 2 days earlier. That was on the 3rd day of the battle, July 3rd, 1863. Now, one of the other, I'd say, interesting parts of the battle, just before the battle, General Meade, the man in charge of the Union Army, the Army of the Potomac, he had been promoted to command of that army for a grand total of 3 days before the turning point of the Civil War. Now, in addition to there being this huge tide-turning battle, which really reduced the effectiveness of the Army of Northern Virginia, there was also a major victory along the Mississippi. On July 4th, 1863, U.S. Grant accepted the surrender of the town of Vicksburg. That's where he got his nickname, Unconditional Surrender Grant. Perceptum, quispium, damnatium. Learn something, damn it. I'm the 5-Minute Professor, and thank you very much for listening to today's lesson. If you have any comments at all, please put them in the comments section down below. And of course, like it and subscribe to the channel. But most important, if you liked it, if you commented, and if you subscribed, tell your friends. Perceptum, quispium, damnatium. Learn something, damn it.